Come see the all-new Mazda CX-90, now on sale at Baton Rouge's Mazda dealer, Team Mazda.
That would be concerning and maybe set a precedent moving forward.
If you had plans to be outside, you might hit a couple of these little passing showers.
A drug bust and a few arrests made. Look at what they hauled in here.
Good morning. Happy Independence Day, and good morning to you. Thanks for joining us here on a holiday.
9 News now here on WAFB Plus. So hopefully it's going exactly the way you want it to, which means not watching us live in the moment. Probably sleeping in, right? Enjoying the 4th of July and catching us on the rebound. And here's the thing. A lot of folks are going to be getting out and getting going today. I mean, 4th of July holiday plans are being made.
Grocery store trips, maybe running to the families, maybe running to the airport. Whatever it is, we hope you have a safe and wonderful holiday. And look, the fireworks, that's going to be a thing later on tonight. Professional shows all around the area. If it's not legal to do it where you live, don't be doing it. Well, but some folks are still going to be out there. For those that are going to be making their way around to the celebrations tonight, how are we looking?
I think we're going to be just fine. We do have that normal chance of a couple of thunderstorms for today at about 50%, but that's going to be mainly during the afternoon. Our high temperatures are going to be in the mid-90s, and it looks like the better chance will be a little bit later on in the day, but there's still a small chance in the morning as well. Then going for that forecast for the fireworks, I think we're in good shape. Between 8 p.m. and 10 p.m., we've got a steadily decreasing chance of rain. By 10 p.m., 10%. So again, the name of the game, once we get a little bit later after dark, the later and later those rain chances go to 0. So I think the fireworks forecast is looking good. Beyond that point, let's talk about some of this heat. It's hard to imagine that these numbers are good and they're an improvement, but nevertheless they are. That's the reason why there's no heat advisory for today. Still going to be approaching 106, 107 by the end of that forecast. And what about later on in the horizon? Rain chances are going to be steadily increasing. So for the next 7 days, our rainfall amounts, they too will steadily increase 1 to 2 inches generally. The name of the game, the farther south you go in that purple area, a little bit higher amounts of rain. But again, this is going to be much needed. We haven't seen that much rain. June was a very dry one. We've had no measurable rain so far in July, so this should be a welcome sight. Then in the all-important 10-day extended forecast, there you see as the rain chances go up, especially Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, high temperatures drop down to the low 90s. That's good. Then we get beyond the weekend, the rain chances start waning again. They start going down again. That means the high temperatures start going up again on what has already been a very hot summer, guys. I'm sure, as you know, Dr. Steve was talking about June being the hottest June on record, and I think that's going to be a long-standing record. It might take years and years before we even get close to that again. So we'll take the improvements as they come. Low 90s, not great, but a lot better than where we've been. You know, something else he talked about as well, Jared, and I know you know this because you follow the statistics when it comes to, unfortunately, weather-related deaths across the country. It's not hurricanes, it's not tornadoes, it's not floods. It's heat-related deaths that take the most lives across the country, and you see numbers like this, you understand why. Yeah, it's heat. It's been heat over the past 10 years, over the past 30. Heat is by far and away #1 in this country, and again, worldwide as well. And it's interesting, because usually you worry about hurricanes, floods, but it's just heat. It sneaks up on you. One of our coworkers the other day told me that he fainted. He was out there doing some light work in the afternoon, so you can never be too careful.
You really got to. Jared, thank you.
Appreciate it. Okay, so the weather going to be a headline maker certainly in South Louisiana. This, a headline maker from coast to coast, right? Another mass shooting in this country. This in Philadelphia, 5 people dead?
Yeah. 5 people all over the age of 20, 2 others injured. We're talking a 2-year-old and a 13-year-old injured right now at the hospital. So right now, the Philadelphia Police Department, they've got one person in custody who they're naming a suspect. They say that they also arrested another person who was found to be shooting at the suspect, right? So 2 people in custody right now, 1 person named a suspect, still trying to gather evidence from all of this. But you've got 5 people dead for a party before the actual July 4th holiday. You've got 2 children still in the hospital. Matt, none of this makes sense.
No, it doesn't. And you try to, I remember for many, many years, I used to be, you mentioned making sense of it. I remember many, many years ago, I was actually on scene with a Baton Rouge homicide detective, was doing a Crime Stopper story, and I'm like, I don't get this. I don't understand. And he's like, there's part of the problem. He says, right now, in this moment, don't try to understand it because it's going to drive you crazy. Try to help solve it,
right?
And so they're trying to help solve this. The understanding, you know, if we get to that level where we kind of figure this nonsense out, maybe we get to a point where we can not have this happen. But as far as this suspect, I mean, when authorities tracked him down, I mean, they say he had on body armor, a vest, an AR-style rifle, plenty of magazines, ammunition magazine, a scanner, a pistol as well. So, and then they took him down without incident.
Yeah.
Right? So what was the connection here? What's going on? That's the latest mass shooting. This, though, are you kidding me? They're still trying to figure this out in Baltimore.
Yeah, again, a separate incident. This happening overnight Saturday into Sunday morning. This is what you heard about from over the weekend. An annual block party happening in Brooklyn, part of Baltimore there. And it's just, again, when you talk about a crime scene like this is a party. You can see the tables all out for what is supposed to be a holiday gathering. We saw the surveillance video, people running, all scattered from the scene. They're still gathering witness testimony. They're still trying to piece together exactly what happened here because they still don't have a suspect in custody.
Correct.
They still are looking for who they believe to be the shooters in this incident here. But there's just so much when you think about nearly 38 people wounded from an annual block party over the weekend. Yeah, and children also involved in this count as well.
Most of them were minors, right? And so, as Liz mentioned, still looking for the suspects, and they think there's at least 2 because it's different kinds of shell casings in the area. So we'll keep you updated on all that. But that's just, that's the reality in these United States. The number of mass shootings here year to date, just absolutely disgustingly ridiculous. Let's get you back into South Louisiana. We just wrapped up a legislative session, right? The governor had some time to check mark a few things or to veto a few things, and he brought out the veto a few times.
Quite a number of controversial things, including protections for LGBTQ populations. We've got a number of things for healthcare spending, education spending. How is all of that going to be impacted? And could we see a veto override session? We've got some lawmakers who are for it, and some lawmakers who say it's going to be absolute chaos if they get to this for certain things. So,
something was mentioned like Lord of the Flies. Right, from one of our lawmakers saying if that happens. It'll be interesting to see what the impetus for a override session would be. Is it something like higher education and health care being cut that those lawmakers continue to want to see? Or is it LGBTQ issues that they apparently can't have that line crossed? What's the impetus? And we'll see if it actually gets called. There's a deadline to make that actually happen, and then if they were to actually get there, a deadline to get things done. We'll follow it for you.
We sure are.
Okay, following along on the flights. You're not flying anywhere today, are you?
Heck no, I'm going to be right here at Channel 9. So if you are hopping on a flight, maybe to go see family, or maybe you're flying family in, heads up, there have already been a number of cancellations, delays, not even for one particular reason, from severe weather to a lack of air traffic controllers, to a lack of FAA staffing, to a lack of pilots and staffing. It is a number of reasons targeting the travel industry right now. So if you are hopping on a flight today, make sure you check that flight status. Make sure you check which airport you are flying in and out of, because you really want to be careful and make sure you don't make your way all to MSY and find out that your flight's been canceled.
Nearly 5,000 flights canceled in these United States yesterday, or delayed. About 150 canceled. 150 canceled yesterday. Check out today. Already more than that. And today's only how many hours old? So yeah, it's not real fun up in the skies. If you're driving, obviously, you're going to have tens of millions out there. So, so pack the patience. I know that's hard to talk about.
And check before you go.
No kidding. So yeah, welcome to the 4th of July. It is, again, a lot of professional shows around here. Think LeBear's we'll be talking about, downtown along the levee here as well. But for the amateur fireworkers, there are places to go, keeping it legal.
And we have to mention, before you even go buy fireworks, make sure it is legal where you blow them off. In our viewing area, we've got different pockets where they are legal, and we've got large pockets where they are not.
Correct.
And remember, tonight, you've got a number of law enforcement agencies who are really going to be enforcing this too. So before you make your way to any fireworks, Dan, because there's plenty of them. In fact, Callie Hubbard was out there in Denham Springs at the big yellow tent right there off the interstate. You can buy plenty, but make sure you're keeping safety in mind, you're keeping legality in mind before any of all of this.
Please. Please.
Yes.
All right, so there's all that. If you're looking for a place to go or to be a part of the celebrations tonight, TheLouisianaWeekend.com has it all laid out for you. Again, great ways to get out there and celebrate. Maybe one of them is just jumping on a bike?
Yeah.
Little night tour, Baton Rouge?
Yeah, go forth with Go Ride Baton Rouge, offering bike tours from 6 to 10 p.m. tonight.
Cool.
Now, you do have to pre-register, but they're free to attend.
Yeah.
They're asking you to put lights on your
Yeah.
bicycle. They're asking you to put a little boom box on it, too. Ride with the tribe, and I promise you, it's a great tour of downtown Baton Rouge.
And the timing really works out. It coincides with all the festivities that are going to be downtown, and then the fireworks going off, which are still set for 9 o'clock down there along the levee. That should be a lot of fun jumping on. There is a group today in tune with the 4th of July holiday, honoring our veterans and honoring a special veteran here, Lieutenant General Russell Honoré.
The Church of Jesus Christ Latter-day Saints hosting a pancake breakfast for veterans. Everything kind of gets going between 8 and 9:30, but today Lieutenant Honoré is going to be honored with a plaque for his service. Really, if you've seen Hurricane Katrina, if you've been here for some time, you know he's led our efforts, even during the flood, kind of taking over and coming during certain parts. So again, if you are a veteran and you're looking for something to do today, maybe you don't want to spend breakfast alone, head on out there. It's going to be a good time.
What a great way.
Yeah.
All right, so when you think of the 4th of July, you think of all the fireworks and the getting together with family, maybe a baseball game. Hot dogs, man. Hot dogs.
Mistake it.
And the Coney Island Nathan's Famous hot dog eating contest. How many dogs should you take? And then these are HDBs, hot dogs and buns.
Yeah.
How many?
3.
3?
I feel like I start getting sick of the flavor.
I think I could do like 4 without a problem. Like without a problem.
No condiments.
As soon as
You can do 4. No condiment dry. I know.
And that's the thing. It's the HDB part of it. Hot dogs and buns part of it, right? I think I can still do 4.
Okay.
And now you get to 5, and it's like, I don't know. We'll see. But that's going on today, Coney Island. Joey Chestnut, think he's probably going to be the champ again. But we got our own Adrian the Rabbit Morgan from Baton Rouge, who qualified again. He'll be up on the main stage.
How about it?
Yeah.
Okay, Jared. We know that today's forecast is maybe looking for some rain, but that's not going to stop people from grilling out. So you think that there's going to be a lot of people grilling and maybe having some hot dog contests of their own?
I think they'll be okay out there. I think I could do 10.
10?
Mother of pearl.
With buns?
With buns, but I like my buns toasted, so it's going to take a while to set me up here.
Okay.
Yeah, I think I can do 10.
You got to butter them up. You got to set them. No condiments. You can have buttered buns.
I can live with that.
Gotta have buns, hun. Quote that,
I love it.
Quote
That
that song
everybody.
from Beckett. So yeah, all the HDBs. I want to watch. I want to watch.
Yeah.
We'll see what happens.
It's a feat, that's for sure.
It is.
It is
insane.
Like humans and like a science experiment.
No, they definitely got them. They got them all. All right, so enjoy your hot dogs. Eat them at a good pace. We'll see you in 10 minutes. Yes, please.
Yeah.
You could be driving.
Smooth handling and smart interior styling. Just 2 reasons why the all-new Honda CR-V was once again named a Car and Driver's 10 Best Trucks and SUV list. Come see your new CR-V today at Louisiana's #1 Honda dealer, Team Honda on Seagan Lane.